theoretically. Testes, testes, 1, 2, 3. 3? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm checking it. Hi, Raspberry Hedgehog. Hi, Motobomb. I'm just checking the audio. That music actually sounds a little bit hot to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, you can hear me over it. Welcome in, Adam. Let me know if it's too loud for y'all. I'm listening. I'm not creating a loop that I hear. Music is louder than me. All right. Well, now I've got no signal at all on the music. So, music is louder than me. Well, now I've got no signal at all on the music. What, did they stop playing music right when I did that? Of course. Come on, guys, that's not helping me at all. I'm trying to set up a live stream here and steal your music. Hello? Oh, it went away. Why did it go away? Pop back up. Thank you. Right. Awesome. That's perfect. Yo, Carrie, guess what I'm doing? I'm trying to get the volume of the music adjusted to a tolerable level. Never dealt with that before, have you? All right, we're going with that. Who came in? We got Carrie. Welcome in, Mike. Raspberry Hedgehog. We already said hi. Tom, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing all right. I'm going to turn this back down. I don't know. Yeah, because I don't want to hear me talking. Oh, I know. We're pro at that now until it happens again. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good mix right there. I'm going to turn the volume down and switch back to my remote control so that we have our remote control capabilities. All right. But wait, we have multi-level remote control today, because if we go to the eMeet Pixie control board, then we've got that. We got the table that we might be working on, and then we got the other table that we might be working on. But for right now, we're giving our introductions and saying hi. But I should look at that, not that. But if I go over here, then I'm looking at that, sort of. Both, kind of. All right. How's everybody doing? Hope you've had a great weekend so far. Show off. I'm just trying to dial in a program to build a YouTube empire, man. Come on, Hedgie. Give me a break. What I would like to do also is drop a link to, we have a friend in the motorcycle community that had a motorcycle accident, without getting into too much detail. And with that being said, we are trying to do some fundraising for him. So what I'm going to attempt to do is drop a link. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? Let me see here. I gotta open that. Bear with me, please, my friends, as I am trying to kill my computer by doing too many things at once. Man, everybody and their uncle is live today right now. When I decided to schedule my lives at high noon on Sundays, no one was live on Sundays. Everyone is live on Sundays now. It's entertaining. I cannot see the chat at the moment, but I will be back shortly. And I could make it where I could, I guess. I've been having an amazing day, making some lavender. Busk the hand pan for money. I did finally get the hand pan in the office. I got the microphone to pick up the hand pan well. So I may play with that some. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to go to my posts. And I'm trying to take this link here and copy it. Then go to my live stream and drop it in the chat. So, that guy Sick was in the hospital with the other day, Schmokes. Yes, bust the hand fan for fob money. So the link that I just posted is for a friend of ours who's in the hospital. That is an explanation from his wife and a crowdfunding option. If you can afford to help them, they right now are in dire needs of financial help. If you cannot afford, please do not contribute because you can't afford to. But again, if you have assets and read that story and are inspired, you can contribute to that particular crowdfunding link, or I'm going to drop a PayPal link as well. Oops, I'm going to 3, 2, 1. I would have had this all prepared, but as usual, I was not as ahead of schedule as I intended to be. Paste. So that's his PayPal also. That goes directly into his account and they have immediate access to it. The other one, like I said, is more of the story and more of a crowdfunding for, I guess they'll get it as a lump sum, because they're going to be, he's got a lot of recovery ahead of him. And currently, without getting, again, too deep into it, but I do want to touch on the subject and bring attention to it. He is in the hospital, of course. He has been in a motorcycle accident. He was pretty heavily injured, but he does not, knock on wood, have any brain damage that he did not already previously have. But he still has a long road of recovery. There is a lot of surgeries to put him back together. There's metal in his body. He will be in a wheelchair for some time. Currently, they live in a camper, so I don't know what they are going to do to work those details out. They also live an hour plus from the hospital, so his wife is currently going back and forth in a V8 powered SUV to take care of dogs, etc., and then come back to the hospital and stay with him. So hopefully there's going to be some sort of program that can help them in the future, but currently right now they need cash money just to get by and continue going. And so with that being said, like I said, if you can afford to, it would be great if you could contribute. If you can't afford to, please don't, because they would not want that. And now, back to the show. Hi, Dan. Thank you very much. Yeah, and then the other thing, of course, is I'm gonna pin the crowdfunding one, and I might make a better comment in a little while and put both in there. But anyway, hi, Dan. Yeah. Not trying to go there. What I was going to do today is, we do not have all of our parts yet, but we did get some parts for the scooters, including, hopefully, I need a different screen up here for my preview so I can see in real time. Thank you. And then we can switch to this other camera. So much stuff happening. We're going to switch to that camera. Then we can open this, which is theoretically a new kickstart assembly for the scooter. And I have no idea how this was boxed. But I have noticed that people that take advantage of the free shipping supplies from eBay definitely get very creative. But that's part of the fun of eBay, is getting creative and boxing stuff. All right, what we got here? So packaging is very important in a shipping situation. This is very, very, very poor packaging, is what I'm going to say. It's an idea of packaging. He threw a couple strips of paper in here, but the part is not at all protected. That should be at very least wrapped in bubble wrap. I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing it out because I was an eBayer for years. Can we change this to... No, because it's mobile mode, and instead it's just going to disappear. Holy shit, I hate mobile mode. I don't know if y'all just caught that thing fighting everything that I was trying to do. All I wanted to do is hit... I want to watch that. That's fine, we'll watch it that way. Cool. You still want to see the chat? Thank you. I'd like to see all of the messages, not just the top messages. All messages. Thank you. That should not have been that complicated, but it was because it's mobile mode. So anyway, where are we at? I am caught up on the chat. Whoever's here is here. Hopefully you can still hear me. People may be checking out the whole key fob thing, which is great, and I would not complain about that at all. What I am going to do is go back to my Meld Studio, where I can see exactly what I'm doing in real time. Bring up the chat in Meld Studio. Welcome in, Wake Up, which is not too far behind on the chat. So that's good, because now I can see what I'm doing in real time and I have chat. So with that being said, I'm just going to set that over there. So a lot going on right now in my world. So not complaining, just letting y'all know if I sound a little bit flustered or anything. Yeah, this packing job is bullshit. And I'm not going to complain about it unless something's broken, but I mean, it's ludicrous. As an eBayer, it's literally, he just crumpled up a piece of paper, threw this in on top of it. Yeah, I don't know. It's, again, if you've ever done eBay, this is just ridiculous. I'm going to shut up about it. It doesn't have the return spring on it. So I've got to call this motherfucker that totally just bullshitted me and tried to rip me off. Okay. Wow. Really, dude? Seriously? No bushing, no retainer washer, no spring. The spring is what I really needed. The only reason I got the Kickstarter was because it was cheaper than the spring. My Kickstarter is in at least as good condition as this one. Oh, God damn it. These fucking scooters, pardon my French. Well, that was nice. Nothing like getting a... Good morning, Sterling. preoccupied. Welcome in, Mike. Oh, I already said welcome in, Mike. Welcome in, Sterling. Sorry if you came into me growling a little bit, but, you know, eBay stuff. I just ordered a part from eBay. It came to me shipped in the most poorly packed way it could possibly be. And, does not have what was in the picture, which is what I needed, which is the spring. So, yeah, I'm pretty perturbed right now. For those of y'all just getting in, I'm seeing now what I can see. This is my old one. It has a broken spring on it. When shopping for the spring, I went ahead and ordered the entire kickstart assembly that in the picture was a full assembly with the spring in place and all that. What I received is a Kickstarter without the spring or without anything else. So I'm about to double check the ad before I go angry Schmoke on this guy. Because I've been chasing these damn scooters and parts for them for months now, just like every other project in my life. Alright, we're going to switch cameras. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to camera 1. Hey, we're having fun now. Got any aromatherapy? Yes, plenty. But when something actually is stupid, you know. That's frustrating. Yes, it is. So I'm going to take a couple deep breaths. I may, I don't have anything prepared actually, so I'll have to do that too. What I would like to do right now, however, is, sorry if I kill the music. I know y'all don't really care about the music. I need to get into my eBay. And since I've never done it on this computer, I guess I could do it from here. I could do it on my phone. Hey guys, how are things? Hope everybody's doing alright. I think I already said that, but just want to make sure that everybody's doing well. I'm going to get into my eBay. I don't have to do it on the screen. I will check to make sure that you still have music, though. You do have music. That's good. I'm glad. I want you to enjoy your music while I hunt down a nap. Hunting down nap? A nap. I'm hunting down a nap is what I'm really doing. My eBay purchases. Look at that picture. That's a great picture of a Kickstarter with this. Oh man, I hate mobile apps. Right, that's where I want to go, and I want to look at the picture. Thank you. Don't take me somewhere else. Just want to confirm for everybody that that is what I ordered, which is a Kickstarter with a spring and everything in place. It's not what I received. Now, let's check the ad. Condition used, blah, 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 blah. Details. Off. It's very windy and stormy today, so it might get loud. Off 1983 Honda Aero NB50. Most fitment for 1983, some for 1984. This was a one-year model. They changed some in 1984 and a lot for 1985 through 1987. Ta-da! So, no. Bro, you just fucked me over, and you're gonna hear about it. Live on YouTube. Dirty Diamonds. Dirty Diamonds is the seller. Dirty Diamonds has 99.6% positive feedback. That number is going to change real soon. I am, of course, as a seller, going to contact them first because I'm not a total dick. But yeah, I'm not very pleased about that situation. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, so wanna plait your beard. Oh, I have come home drunk from the bar, woke up the next morning, and my beard has been braided gloriously, and I'm like, who the fuck did that? Blackout motherfucker. Anyway, nobody does a good job, just an acceptable one. That's not even acceptable. You shipped me something completely different, in a half-assed, I mean, there's zero protection on this item. Like I said, at the very least, I mean, I've got rolls of bubble tape within eyesight of me right now, and I haven't shipped on YouTube in years. Definitely dirty. Yeah, exactly. Dirty dealings. Dirty Diamonds does dirty dealings. And yeah, like I said, I'm not going to just jump down it and start throwing negative energy out on eBay or anything, but I'm going to message him and see how he responds. And, you know, at the very least, I mean, let me tell you how many parts there are missing from this that I need. There's so what I expected to get was this exact assembly with the spring not being broken. If you can see that, yes, you can. So the spring is broken there. That catches on that pin right there, and that's what retains it. This washer retains the whole assembly and the spring on there, and this bushing holds all that together. All of that is gone. There's no pin, there's no spring, there's no bushing, there's no washer. It was all there in the picture. So yeah, that's bullshit. Sorry that I keep reiterating that and picking up the dirty things and making my hands dirty again. Well, hubby sells on always make sure he packages things how he wants to receive them. Yeah, so I used to do a lot on eBay, and I made a chunk of money, if you've never heard the story, off of a stack of vintage synthesizers that I found off the side of the road. And I mean, when I say a chunk of money, what is that? So 5 digits, tens of thousands of dollars, into the tens of thousands of dollars. Thankfully, I had already previously learned by mispackaging something heavy to package things correctly. Because if I had packaged those synthesizers wrong, I could have lost my ass. But I packaged an old stereo system. When I say stereo system, old school head unit, home stereo head unit, big, heavy, old Pioneer. And I did not package it correctly, and the volume knob got screwed up, and 2 of the switches got screwed up. And I lost about $75 on a, doesn't matter what the sale was, but I lost about $75 on that. I think I ate shipping costs too. It doesn't matter. But my point is that, yeah, I learned exactly very quickly that it's like, no, you can't just throw it in a box and put it in the mail system. You got to protect that stuff. I'm going to go wash my hands real quick because I got grease all over them, and I don't think we're going to get into that since I don't have the part anymore. We do have an alternate project, though, so I'll be right back. Enjoy some music, and I don't know. What else can you look at? You can look at that, or that, or that. We'll just let you look at that, and then I'll leave, and then you'll see stuff. There's stuff there. Okay, what am I going to do? Wash my hands. When am I going to do it? Now. Cheese and rice. My goodness, kids. That was not the type of energy I was hoping to start my live with. Ha 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 ha. Dang old dang. Sigh. Wonderful. Excellent, yes, excellent. We're having some fun now, kids. Not a very active chat today, so that's fine. I know where a lot of my people are. Yeah. Right. Okay, that's fine. Oof. Oof-da-may. So what we're going to do instead, kids, is switch to... Ooh, yep. Everything going to be Iron. We're going to switch to that. We're going to clear this off. I'm going to deal with that later. I'm going to put that back in my pocket. We're going to switch over to this, which is Wes. Welcome in. Right on. I appreciate you. Carrie, I understand. I get away from cars. Have 6 bikes coming out Monday. Awesome. Good. I hope you successfully finish that truck up. And yeah, I'm leaning towards motorcycles 100% myself. For one thing, it's a lot cheaper, a lot less space taken up, etc., etc. Let's see how that does. That's perfect, I think. So what we have here is the scooters are 2-stroke, and is that just the screen? I think it's just the screen. You need more light. I don't know. You're gonna be all right, guys. Just deal with it. Ha ha. 2-stroke motor scooters have what are called reed valves. So what I have discovered is basically this is the one set of reed valves that you can find that is theoretically correct for this motor. Because it's identical to the ones that I have found on the internet. What I am hoping for is the issue that I am having being that this reed valve set was installed with 1 gasket, and it needs to have 2 gaskets. It needs to have one on the top and one on the bottom. There was only one on the bottom, and it was installed incorrectly. As those gaskets are also hard to get, what I did is went and got some gasket material, traced out my reed valve, and I'm going to be able to get 2 sets, basically 4 gaskets out of this one strip of material. For starters, what I'm going to do is figure out where the square needs to be cut, because basically there's going to be a square in the middle of this that's a hole that this part fits through, if you can see that at all. And there's several different ways that I can do that. The easiest way for me to do it right now, I think, is I'm just going to measure it from each side. I will demonstrate another way that I can do it real quick, because it is useful information, though I may have to switch cameras to do that. So I can do that, though. Maybe. Do I have enough? I think I can. I think I can. Transformers. Robots in disguise. Or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what you can see. Oh boy. We're going to switch to... Haha. Check. Check. My microphone is working. There is no music, though. Okay, that's fine. Where's my little remote control? Remote control. Remote control. Boop. Pew. Ha ha ha. All those lights are right in the way. So that's cool. All those lights are right in the way. Do I have enough USB? Oh, I got plenty of USB. I just got to get it out off the hooker. And then I can move it over to here. Oh, y'all gonna like this. We're gonna have some fun. We finna have some fun, kids. Illuminate. Oh, yeah. Full illumination. Man, if I trip over that and break that camera, I'm gonna be having a great day. So what can y'all see? Can y'all see anything? Not really, but we can fix it. We can make it better. Oh no, I can't because I don't have camera controls when I'm in webcam mode, bro. It's okay. We got this. We're going to lower the dynamite. Transformers. I know I already did that song, but we got to do it again. Alright, we've lowered the dynamite. Is that Bettles? Is that Bettles? That's Bettles. Okay. How's the chat doing? Robot boy. Hello, hello, Moto. Hello, Moto. Okay, so you can sort of see what I'm doing. Can I see that? Hang on, kids. Live streaming. Can I take this to full screen, please? Hello? Can we go up there with it? Thank you. Full screen. Why do I have no full screen option? Okay. What the? Never mind. That's fine. I'll do it another way, YouTube. Thank you for not being cooperative at all. That's awesome of you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wow, this is, I don't even remember what I'm trying to do anymore. This is taking so long. All right, there we go. Full screen. Now I can see what you're looking at, and you can't even come close to see what I'm trying to show you. So, oi, me phone bugged out. Scooters, bikes, seats, and Mr. Hancock. I'm going to try and get us a little bit closer than that. Or maybe just a better angle. Angle of the dangle might help. We could probably go down further, would be great. But, alright, you're not pointed at the right thing anymore. Wait, I don't know what screen I'm even looking at anymore. So many options. We want Meld Studio. That gives us a real-time thing of what's going on. Thank you. Wake Up just dropped all the links. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Top chat. No, we want all chat. Live chat. Thank you. All right, that's better. Although it's too bright, isn't it? It's too bright. Too bright, baby. Did that help or make it worse? That was more light than I just had, I think. I don't know. No. Yeah, we need that. We want it all. We're all in, kids. So, if anybody has any idea what the hell I'm doing, please let me know. What I wanted to show you was another way to figure out where the hole is on this gasket. So, on the engine, I'm going to have to come around from the other side. Hopefully you can see this, and hopefully it all works out beautifully. Worst case scenario, I can use it later in a long form video. I need to get this oil line out of the way so you can see, and I need to make sure that I don't lose that filter. So this is the part in question that we are talking about. This is not the correct reed valves, but this is where they go. They go right in there. I need to clean off all this gasket material and make a new gasket like I'm doing. But what we have now is we have the outer shape of this. What we need to do is get this box here. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to take a piece of paper. Normally I wouldn't use a full-size piece because it's going to interfere over here. My dear. I got it under there. Under where? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm basically going to do a rubbing. And sometimes it actually does help to have nice dirty hands in a situation like this. So I don't know if you can see what's happening there, but basically what we have now is an imprint of the gasket that we need. And on the other side, it's probably going to be even more clear because of the dirt and stuff that's on there. So basically what we can do now is, without fighting all the different shapes over here, we can take either a ruler or trace it or something, and we can cut it out on the paper and transfer it to the gasket material, totally the gasket material, and cut that out and know that it's the correct size, instead of guessing or anything like that. Ah, that was very nice. I appreciate that, Wake Up. Thank you very much. So, continuing what we were talking about, basically what I would do, the easiest way is probably going to be for me to just cut this out. Since I happen to have a drawer full of scissors right here, I'm just going to grab the nearest ones, although these are kind of good for this, but if that makes any sense. And then realize that I don't have my glasses, and I cannot see a thing without my glasses. Here they are. Alright. So, basically I'm just going to cut this out real quick. This I'm not concerned about being perfect. The gasket also does not need to be perfect, but it needs to be a lot more precise than I'm going to make this. All I'm going to do here is basically get it to my edges so I can see where my placement is. So that I can transfer the cutout to the gasket itself. Trying to do this relatively quickly, but yet without cutting off my finger, because these are good sharp scissors and they will cut your finger off. I think they're actually even medical scissors now that I think about it. And now that I'm getting into craft mode, we're going to go ahead and cut it out pretty close to correctly. And I'm going to skip past that because I just don't want to deal with that. J-Man Dudes, welcome in. J-Man Duds? I don't know how to pronounce that, but hopefully it was something like that. See some stuff. Thank you for sharing. Well, thank you, Jay. Thank you for coming in. Sorry that all I'm doing right now is playing with a gasket, but I should be able to do that. That's the scooter that we're working on. Currently I'm just cutting out, trying to transfer the gasket for a set of reeds for that motor scooter. I do not have the actual gasket, so I'm trying to make one out of gasket material and sort of demonstrate the process of doing that in the process. That made sense. And I'm also trying to take mind to pay attention to the chat at the same time, all while trying to not cut off my finger. I think you probably already heard all that, but it's just what I've got stuck in my head right now. There is a pinned comment that I believe has the PayPal address of a friend of mine who is currently in the hospital recovering from a pretty crucial motorcycle accident. I did want to mention that again. Who all's in here? Where am I? Let me excuse me. Let me clear my throat. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Do not cut off a finger, please. Yes, that is the plan, to not cut off a finger. So now the main reason that we're doing this is to get that square. So what I'm going to do now is utilizing I think we're going to get a fresh blade. So I'll be right back. However, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing right now. Haha, now you can. But wait, there's more. Watch this. Ta-da! That was slick. I'm going to return this blade that is a used blade to my used blade box that I have over here that you can't see, but it's there. Trust me. Then I'm going to try and find a fresh blade, which is in one of these drawers somewhere. Theoretically, going to be the last one that I look at, of course, because why wouldn't it be? All right, now, I guess I'm out of blades. Luckily, here at Schmoke shop, every once in a while we're ahead of the curve, and I had already brought more. Smooth. Advise you to not dismember your body. Please leave all digits intact. Jay, I think this might be your first time in here, so welcome to my shop. It was I basically built it myself without getting too into it, and it is built as the ultimate bachelor pad. My residence is actually on a wall behind you, behind a wall behind you rather, and it's part of the same building. It's a 40 by 60 steel building, 40 by 40 of which is my shop, and then 20 by 40 over here is a 2-story residence. So there. Neener. Do you know that your stream has the highest quality codec YouTube has, AVO1? No, but cool. Because I know there's been other times when it's been shot on a potato, basically. All right, we're going to switch to... Welcome in, by the way, John. We're going to switch to that camera. And we're going to cut this out very carefully. I'm going to put on my glasses. I'm going to focus on this. I really need to clean my glasses, but we'll be all right. Because this part is sort of important. It, again, does not have to be perfect, but if we make the edges too thin, then the gasket might rip. And I'd like to only do this the 2 times that I need to do it today. Well, 3 times, because I'm making a template first, and I've already screwed up the template a little bit. But, and again, for those of you just joining us, basically I'm making a reed gasket for the motor scooters. You can't really see because of the colors, but the inside part has a square that needs to be cut out, and so what I'm doing is transferring it via a piece of white paper and basically doing a rubbing with my finger. Yeah, I'm doing this very haphazardly, and I should not be, but it'll be all right. Oh, damn it. So anyway, basically what I'm trying to do is reproduce a gasket that is not... I can get them, but it's not easy and it's not cheap. So, I think now you can kind of see what I was trying to do, more than likely, which is transfer the square over to our gasket material. And basically what I'm going to do is cut on the inside of my line so as to not overdo it. And I should have done this with a pen because I'm not going to be able to see the pencil. That's okay. So I know I have mechanical people in here. I also know I do have crafty people in here. So this is Crafts with Schmoke. Now, as you can see, that box you probably can't see. Anyway, realistically, it's a little bit too far over to this side, in my opinion. which is my own damn fault because I'm rushing this. But you get the basic idea. I don't think I'm going to cut this out right now. I think I'm going to remark it and all that stuff and cut it out later after the live stream because I really would like to do this correctly and not screw it up and waste a bunch of time because I've got tons of wasted time in these scooters. Whoa, Calvin, welcome in, man. What do I mean the inside of the line? So, if you can see what I've done here, I'm tracing this box, which I know I went a little bit thin on this side. So when I cut that out, I know that I'm going to cut out on the inside of this line. That's just a note to myself, using this kind of as a point of reference. In reality, what I'm going to do is make a better template because I want these gaskets to be correct. Because I am going to make 4 of them so that I have spares. Shaggy Mane, I need to check the chat and catch up because I am way behind. Alrighty, where are we at here, man? Let's switch over to this camera, man. Boom. Hey, man, Irie. Chat. I also want to move this. Can I do it here? I can do it here. All right. Wow. Okay, so there was John telling me I had a great stream quality. It's a very big shop. Love it. Thank you. Feels Mike, I live the bachelor life, but you definitely have the ultimate setup. It's been, it was planned for a long time before I did it, and then I got unlucky. My mom passed, and I inherited some money and was able to pull it off. I don't think I could have done this through bank financing or anything like that. Bug, welcome in. Thank you for stopping in. Shaggy Mane. Headed to breakfast with a hangover. Don't party so hard, man. Good to see you in here, Calvin. Calvin is Dad's workshop, by the way. If any of my mods want to drop that link. Wake Up's been pretty good about it. Check back after I'm fed up. I was already fed up 5 minutes into the stream. Oh, you mean eat. Right. People saying hi to each other. Okay. Hi, Raspberry. West does it. Bug, Living, Shaggy, Calvin, West. Yay, we're caught up. All right, what's next, guys? Let's go explore. Let's go to tracking mode. Come on. I think the next thing we need to do is move this camera so that I don't trip over it and break it, because that would really ruin my day. So as such, I'm going to go ahead and return our long USB cable to its retention nails and move this camera to let's not trip over it mode. I got my chat up here, but it is of course not where it's supposed to be. Pew. Now it is. No sweat if you can't get to it. I'm just watching. Okay. I'm off to try. Sleep pain med's gonna kick in soon. Hedgie, I hope you get some good sleep, Mama. For those of y'all that don't realize it, several of our audience members are overseas, so they're 5 hours ahead. Whew. Man. Anyhow, basically these are the two scooters that I've been trying to work on, if you can see them. Why are you over there? You should be. There we go. This one has, for those of you that just came in, this one has Kickstarter return spring is broken. So I ordered an entire kickstart assembly used off of eBay with the spring and everything in place that was not broken. What I received was just the Kickstarter without any springs, bushings, or anything. So as soon as I get off of here, I'm about to write a spicy little email to somebody asking them why they didn't ship me what I bought. So that's what's holding us up from getting this scooter, which we're going to refer to as Thing 1, back together. And Thing 2, basically I have never had running correctly since I've owned it. The previous owner filled the two-stroke oil tank with used motor oil, which I didn't discover until years after owning it, because I had this one running and there's only one of me. So basically, once I got the motor oil out and started trying to start this thing, it's low on compression. It does have a spark. It's backfired a couple times, but I cannot get it to run worth a hoot. The step that we're on right now is the reed valves of this two-stroke engine need to have a gasket on both sides. When it was installed by the previous owner, it only had one crappy, poorly installed gasket on one side, which could create an air leak, which could prevent it from getting proper compression and running. So that's the path we're going on with the gasket material, is trying to fix that. Get it back together, see if it'll run then. If it doesn't, then we're going to get out the... We could do that, maybe. No, that'd be a pain to set up. I do have an orthoscopic, borescope camera that I can... This is representative of a borescope camera. Except mine actually does wiggle, 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 wiggle. And we're going to go into the spark plug hole and see if there's any damage to the pistons. There's been a lot of chat again that I missed. Hedgie, you out of here? Okay. Just an idea. You could get an overhead camera looking down on you to add to your cameras now. I actually have one, Mike, because there's a security camera up there that I could grab. It's I could grab it as a video source technically because it is on the same network. However, I'm not even going to try to do that. I think he may have a cam for that. Audio cut? I just reset. It was me. I just had the same problem though. Had to reset. Weird. Thank you for sharing. Great setup. Thank you. A cam for the two-stroke. Yeah, I don't think two-strokes have cams, do they? Because the cam is what controls the valve timing. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Damn, Calvin, you got me fucked up. That's funny. I'm about to get on a bus and it makes signal shit, so I will say goodbye. Much love, Smokes. Much love, Bug. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate everybody, even if you just stop in and say hi. Hopefully you drop a like, either on the way in or on the way out. And, you know, beyond that, everything is fine. Everything is just fine. I'm going to step in here and reheat my coffee in the microwave real quick because it's not out here, and wherever it is, it's cold. I will be right back. Give me... You'll hear me. You'll even hear me. I'll just continue talking to you. I'll be talking to me, talking to you. Come on, guys. You can come with me. At least this far. We'll see you in a minute. Tracking cams are fun, except when you don't want to be tracked by a camera. That makes sense, huh? Oh, I got a great story for y'all. Well, Sick's not in here, so I'll wait till he shows up if he does. I know he's live streaming with Keyfob. I wonder if the microwave is screwing up the sound. Did the microwave screw up the sound? Did the microwave screw up the sound? Wah, 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 wah. Nom, nom, nom. Mike and Carrie saying hi to each other. I'm also going to prepare a lavender. I need to wash my hands. I just greased my coffee. Grease coffee. Is that anything like grease lightning? Is that anything like bug lightning? Whoa. Things just got weird. Washing my hands. Sorry for the water sounds. Woo-wee. Man, that ticks me off, guys. That guy was supposed to mail me the whole damn thing just like it is in the picture, not some bullshit that I don't need. I already have that. I need all the parts that you didn't mail me, you jackass. Son of a bitch. That really kind of pisses me off. I mean... yeah, grrr. He's gonna get a piece of my mind. Grrr. No, the microwave did not screw up the sound. Cool, thank you for that information, because I was genuinely asking. I didn't expect anyone to answer, but I appreciate the response. Where am I right now? I am there. If I do this, what happens? You kind of stay with me, yeah? Okay, that'll work. Oh, but I don't necessarily want you seeing some of this. It'll be alright. You'll be alright, guys. Just don't look. Oh, I need to empty this, though. Oh, I need a battery, too. Damn it! I guess I could just... do I have a lighter? No, of course not. Yes, I do. Ha ha ha! Alternate lavender. Alternate lavender mode. Look, I snuck off camera. Y'all didn't even know I was doing that. Hell, I didn't even know I was doing that. Just pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Oh man, that's nice. Nice scent. Nice aromatherapy scent. Lavender aromatherapy is a great way to relax when you're having a tough day. Normally I utilize a lavender aromatherapy vaporization module. Sometimes you just gotta switch to a different camera and go, hey, look over there, guys. Isn't that neat? I don't know what happened, but that's perfect. Oh, it's back. Hi. Hi. Safe journey. Microwave did not screw up. I heard my name. I was paying for my ticket. Go Bug Lightning. Haha, we're sitting on a shitty bus. Dun 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 dun. That sucks. Ooh, look over there. Oh, that's very hot. Never again. Oh, oh, sorry. Oh, guys. Oh. Sorry about that. Sorry. So sorry. Cheers. I occasionally mention it. The strange coloring of my mug is from the iron in my water. It's not because I don't wash my dishes. The stains of coffee are from the fact that I don't wash my... No, I'm just kidding. So, somebody just rode by in a little hot rod. Well, that's really screwed me over on that. that's okay. Sending smoke clouds. Beep, 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 beep. I think, as much as I hate to say it, in reality, since today has not really gone anywhere near the way I was hoping it would, and we are not necessarily having the strongest live stream we've ever had. Are you still only on YouTube's? Wake up, if you mean, am I streaming on anything other than YouTube? No, I'm only on YouTube. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to build a community. I'm not trying to grow a ridiculous amount of viewers on different platforms and all that stuff. I would much rather have what we have, which is like I said, a community. And I don't mind if it takes a while to do it. I will say right now, since you asked, if there's anybody watching that is not subscribed, please subscribe. It does not cost you a thing. And I need to get 1,000 subscribers in order to become fully monetized. Once that occurs, I have no concerns about how many subscribers I have. But currently, right now, I know for certainty from my analytics that there is a much larger percentage of people that watch my content that are not subscribed. If I could get 50% of those people to subscribe, I would be well over the 1,000 subscribers that I need to be fully monetized. If Schmoke Shop can get fully monetized and get a little bit of income coming in, then we might have a budget to be able to do some of these projects a little bit more efficiently than how I'm doing them now. Because right now I just kind of got to scrape some money together and buy parts here and there when I can and try and keep things moving. I have plenty of content, plenty of projects. What I don't have is a budget for parts. Or a large one, I should say. Welcome in, Quick Shoe. Quick, I'm probably not going to be on here much longer, just a heads up, just because I had a couple different things that I was going to try and do, like a plan and a backup plan, and the backup plan is really not going to be something that I can focus on the way I need to and film it and pay attention to chat. So I'm not rushing to get off of here or anything. I'm just giving a heads up that we're going to probably bullshit for a little while and then I'm going to disappear. But the the current projects are those two motor scooters that are behind me. We also have, you can see it, let me switch over here, switch to standard mode, get my little joystick going, and I should be able to do that, yeah. And I could probably even, oh, this is going to be so cool. Watch this, guys. Oh, it didn't really do it, though. Oh, there it did. Just took a minute. Is that all I got? Can I get more? Anyway, there's a bug back there. That's my 1965 Volkswagen Beetle. He is, I'm not going to call it a rolling restoration, but we'll call it a rolling refresh. It does run and drive. It is licensed and insured, but it has some rust issues that I, again, cannot afford to take on right now without just completely taking the car apart, which I do not want to do because it's running and driving and I can drive it. You also see a burgundy motorcycle over there. That's a Kawasaki Vulcan 2005 Kawasaki Vulcan that I'm waiting on paperwork for. Mr. Hancock. Mr. Hancock, as in Herbie Hancock. What else do we got? We have a 1982 Coachman Leprechaun, which is a camper, an RV, a Class C travel, not a trailer, motorhome. That's the word I'm looking for. That's outside. I also have two 1993, whatever they are, Volkswagen Eurovans. One of which we are in the process of trying to get going again. That's going to be coming up. That's probably going to be some of the content coming up soon. Yeah, because these scooters are dead in the water again. So I don't know. I have a lot going on this week, so we'll see if I can even pull off any content for Wednesday. If I cannot pull off a long form video, I will do a live stream, of course. But yeah, like I said, there's plenty here to do. It's a matter of budgeting and focusing energies. So there will always be content. I cannot promise what direction it's going to go in. But anywho, I think I am going to shut this down, and I'm going to redo this template for my gasket, and I'm going to cut out 4 of these gaskets. Then I'm going to film me putting it back together for part of a long form video, part 2 of the motor scooters. And with y'all's positive energy and a little bit of good luck, hopefully we can at least get that one running this afternoon. And then do some office time and send that guy an email that sent me a completely different part than what he had listed as far as I'm concerned. I appreciate your channel, and I'm looking forward to checking out more always. And I love Herbie. He's not Herbie, he's Mr. Hancock. But yeah, there's plenty of long form video. Jay, I noticed you popped onto the shorts feed. The shorts that are there were me experimenting with shorts because, you know, everybody pushes you towards shorts and YouTube is pushing shorts and blah, blah, blah. Quite frankly, that's not the direction I ever wanted to go in. So anything that's out there is my half-assed effort, but there more than likely will not be any more shorts unless I just decide to throw something out there. My focus is on long-form videos, and then the live streams are for helping to build the community. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Again, if you have not heard part of my community, part of our motorcycle community, what do I have here on my Key Fob, Adventures of Key Fob has been in an accident. That is his PayPal. I just want to post that again. There is a link at the top of the chat. I believe that's the one I want. Yes. The link that is... I just dropped my glasses. Yay! Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1, and action. The link that's posted at the top of the chat is an explanation of what happened in the accident and a fundraiser, a crowdfunding link. The PayPal link that I posted in the chat goes immediately to them, and they can use it immediately. Without getting further into that, if you're curious about it, there is a pinned link, like I said, at the top of the chat that will explain to you what I'm talking about. A friend was in a motorcycle accident. He's got a long recovery road ahead of him and is going to need financial help. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Sick bastard, you're late, you're fired. I'm shutting it down, actually, because, well, whatever. I'll message you later, I'm sure, and we'll talk about what happened. Oh, but I will show you this since you're here. Hang on, guys. I got my sick bastard mug. And then knocked it off the counter and broke the fucking handle off immediately. So that sucks. Yay. Never even got to drink a cup of coffee out of it. But anyway, yeah, there's one of Sick Bastard's mugs. It was really nice before it got crashed on the floor. Maybe I'll take some emery cloth and clean that off. Yeah, right? I'm going to put it on a shelf. Oh, it was so sad, Mike. It was like totally heartbreaking because we all know how much these damn things cost. I was like, dude, that's so shitty. What's really funny, and I didn't even tell you, Sick, is my Schmoke shop mug was the first one that almost got knocked down. And after I moved that out of the way and then went to do what I was continuing to do, then I knocked yours off. Uh, brown chicken. I need a Sick and Smokes mug in my life. Well, I mean, we can do all that. Return it. I know, Sick, but honestly, it's a karma thing. Um, I really don't feel right lying, even though it's a corporate entity and all that shit. I just don't feel like right lying to them. So, whatever. I guess that's just the level that I'm at. Believe me, it's still bouncing around in my head, but I just can't. I can't be like, oh, it came this way in shipping. Yeah. I mean, I even went to the point of smashing the box in the corner to where it looked like it had fallen. And then I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Look at me while he's talking to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to eat it and I'm going to say, I supported Sick Bastard. It'll still be a nice shelf sitter. I'll set it up on a shelf and it'll be fine. Got tickets to Scream 7. Is that what they're up to now? Scream 7? Are they going to do Fast and the Furious Scream? So much for leaving, huh? I would return it. It's a white lie. No, it's a bold faced fucking lie, bro. And it's all good. I'm not. Nope. That's just me. I'm not. I can't. I mean, I could, but it would come and it would be broken when it got here. That's just how, I mean, at this point, I'm not trying to sound that weird, but I think I'm pretty much balanced out on my karma. And I think that's literally, I bet what would happen is it would get here and the fucking handle would be broken off in shipping. But, um, yeah. Now that my chat is starting to get active, I was already on the mindset of shutting it down and going up and sitting behind my bong for a little while. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to write an email to a eBay seller. Excuse me, and who knows? Maybe I'll feel froggy and go live later on this evening, but don't count on it. Crazy glue is the handle hole. No, it is not. No, 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 no. And that's the part that would get me. That's the part that I would have a hard time explaining is how did it, if the handle just broke off inside of the cardboard box, then it wouldn't have shattered into a million pieces. And I have also come up for that explanation. Oh, well, when I opened the box, the handle was broken off, and when I opened the box, it fell off and hit the ground. And that's, I can do it, but it ain't right. And I don't feel right doing it. And we need to be the change that we want to see in the world. And so I am not going to bullshit the corporate entity, even though they've ripped us all off, because that's not how things should be. So I'm not going to contribute to the madness. Ugh. But anyhow, I'm going to sign this thing off and I'm going to go take care of some stuff and focus because I have a busy week ahead of me. And I would still like to try and get some long form content out. Festival Bunny. Are you talking about Tina? Tina's a deer. Remember, kids, Tina is always watching. And Tina loves you. Mwah! Tina is the way, if you ain't know. Tina is creepy. Sorry, I'm just watching the YouTube feed now that it's catching up. All right. Love y'all. Each and every one of you. Thanks for coming in. Soon as I find the shut it down button, soon as I find it, I don't know what window it's in, so you're lucky because I have no idea where it is. So eventually, I'm going to find the shut it down button, at which point, oh, Tamaros lurking, popping up to say hi to Tina. Hi, T. Amaros. I am shutting it down. Good to see you, Mama. Like I said, love each and every one of y'all. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.